1,500 lumens, 205 meters of beam distance, 720 runtime hours. What are we looking at here? Wow. The Wuben X4. We got another package from Wuben on the table. I'm excited to check it out here. The ECL, Easy Carry Light. Let's go ahead and jump in and check it out right away. We're going to quickly do a little unboxing here. There we go. I always enjoy Wuben's packaging. Just seems so like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it just feels like you're opening up something pretty darn nice. All right. First off, we got some instructions here. Always enjoy having those, but you know, sometimes the fun is just opening up and just going to town and checking it out on your own. I expected this to be way bigger. Okay. Ooh, I like that gray a lot. Okay, let's pull that on the side here. See what we get in the little box here. Like I said, their unboxing experiences, it's just, I don't know, it just always feels like it's high end, if you know what I mean. Of course, it's going to come with your USB-C and USB-A charger. So this is USB-C charging. And then, of course, it comes with their lanyard with the Wuben logo on the little lanyard itself. All right, the fun part, and peel this apart. First thing I'm noticing right away, of course, is a nice pocket clip. I like my pocket clips. Magnetic. There's some type of a logo of a magnet. Is it magnetic? Sure is. Whoa. There we go. Little how do I little learning curve. It takes a little bit here to pop it off, which is good though. Just gonna push that down. So now pull this little thing. Dang it. It is a Wuben ABE 3400. There's the battery for you guys. All sorts of things here. Lots of buttons. I'm excited to check this out here. There is the USB-C charger right on the flashlight itself. All right, let's just do. There we go. Already turning it on. Okay, that's a pretty easy function. And does the dial do anything with that? Nope, nothing yet. Okay. Happens you hold it. Oh, nope. Okay. Well, let's see here. Oh, I bet you. Okay. All right. Check this out. I bet you if I go like this. No, nothing. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I should probably just read the instructions, but this is kind of an unboxing. No, this is an overview video. So there we go. So there is a little slider right here. Go and get that slider all the way down. You got on a lockout. Go one up to the first one. Go ahead and turn this on. And that's going to be your side or your front. I think they call it a side light. And then use the dial here. And you can see that thing going up and down. Oh, yeah. That is sweet. And when it flashes like that, that means it is all the way up. Go all the way down to its lowest. And when it flashes once again, see if I go like this. When it flashes like that, that means it is to its lowest point. And then we go up one. Now the side light is off. And now we've been basically transferred over to the top light or the main light, which is going to be the button here. There we go. Same thing. We go all the way up and it'll flash at you. Oh, that is bright. Go all the way down and it'll flash at you and it's to the lowest. So you can kind of on the fly. That's really cool. Okay. Turn that off. And then you got the moonlight, which is going to be your lowest. All that does is just do the moonlight. Pretty simple function. Not like anything crazy. No crazy multiple like buttons. You don't have to learn like a UI to really do anything. Basically on the fly. That is pretty slick. All right, so now let's go over some of the specifications, just kind of like the UI behind it. You know, like I said, I kind of showed you the basics, but now I'm going to show you a little more in depth here. So I've got it at the side light, which is the indicator here. Looks to me, it looks like a crown, but they're going to see how it's facing that way. Talking about that one. I'll go a little more in depth on this. So the first one is the side light. Go up from the lock once. Press and hold it down here. I've actually been monkeying with it, so I've actually got it on the memory, so it's starting to go through the RGB. Press and hold it down. What that's going to do is go back and forth through the clear light or the RGB light. Press and hold it down again, and you can cycle through. And all I'm doing is just using the dial or the, what do you want to call that? The rotational one. It's kind of like the volume button on a speaker or a radio. Now, you turn it on and off very simply. Once again, like I said, use the dial to make it go really bright. Double tap it and you got your turbo. And then it's actually feeling really warm. And then, of course, go all the way up. And then it goes to the moon. And it's really just on and off. Ain't really anything crazy behind it. The moon is going to give you that most run time for the battery. Pretty simple. Slide all the way down, and then it turns automatically off. This doesn't do anything until you actually push the power button itself. So, if you notice I was pushing a button back here, well, this is the tactical button. All you got to do is either go all the way to the moon, and it's only going to just do the moonlight itself. And that's just an on and off. But if you have it in the other two, doesn't matter which one it is. Let's just go to the side light first. It doesn't matter which it does, but now it's a half press. You just press it, and it turns on and off. So it's a tactical. I just shined it in your eyes, which you didn't like that. But that's the idea of a tactical light. And if you double tap it, which you just saw that, it's going to go to that SOS or the flashing. So that's why they call it a tactical light. And you shine it right in their eyes, blind them, double tap it. Pretty simple. So that's kind of a safety light, or like I said, a tactical. Very simple. Then, like I said, then just goes right back into its regular lights. Let's go into some of the specifications of the flashlight here before we take it outside and really see how it does in the dark. So it is a white light. It goes from basically 100 to 1 lumen. So it's super low, which is going to give you a lot of battery life, up to 720 hours. And if you leave it on that super bright, you're looking about roughly 8 hours of runtime here. The RGB itself is 10 lumens, so that's the side light here. So this little light here is 10 lumens and about 70 hours of runtime here. The beacons, so if you want to go through the flashing light, it looks like the beacons up to 350 hours. It is also IP68, which means it can be submerged underwater of 2 meters for about an hour. That's how they test it. It is also drop test to on like hard concrete, I guess you could say, up to 1 meter. Super good size in my opinion here. Here it is up against just an iPhone 15 Pro. Let's just see here. Here's a mini Adura from Benchmade. You know, it's a pretty good, in my opinion, everyday carry size. It'll fit in your pouch. It'll fit in your pocket. You know, you can clip your hat if you do want it to be clipped there. The weight here itself, though, it's not too shabby. You're looking at just about 4.97 ounces with that battery. And these batteries are known to be, you know, pretty much most of the weight. If I take this out here, let me just pull that lever back here and pop this. There we go. The battery is actually almost about even, because without the battery, it's 3.2 ounces. So yeah, the battery is almost 2 ounces itself. But not bad. We should take this outside and give it the good old test in the dark. So I'll see you guys outside. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so this is going to be the lowest it can go. And as you can tell, it's not very bright. As we brighten it up here, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this down as low as it can go. Shine it at you. There's the highest. You can see here, it's pretty bright. And then go to its bright as it goes. There you go. Ooh, that's bright. And then go all the way down to its lowest. That's pretty bright. I would say that this light is pretty handy as far as everyday carry purposes goes. Pretty good putting in the pocket. You know, pretty good size. I don't know if you guys can even see me, but there it is in the pocket. But not too bad.